Right, big development coming in from the state of Haryana, where in Nu, remember, there had been massive communal violence and arson that was reported. What we are now getting information is about the Congress MLA Mamman Khan, who is in the dock. Cops have sent a notice to Congress MLA Mamman Khan to be questioned now over the violence in Nu. There's been a big allegation by Haryana Home Minister Anil, saying that Congress MLA had allegedly visited the exact spots where the riots and the communal violence took place, and he visited before the violence had started. He visited a day and two prior to the violence that was organized. Anil Vijay said Mamman Khan visited every riot zone before the yatra. People from Rajasthan also were allegedly called for the clashes. This has now become a big controversy, remember, while Haryana government is being asked and questioned, why did they ignore the intelligence inputs? Why did they not ensure that resources were put in place to avoid any of these riot-like situations? They say it was MLAs like that of the Congress, like Mamman Khan, who had been instigating further. But first, let's listen in to what Anil Vij had to say.
Mamman Khan 28, 29 या 30 तारीख को वहां पर गया है. इसने वहां पर इसके वहां प्रेजेंस है. इसने देखा वहीं हिंसा हुई है गांधी में, और इसने वहां के लोगों को ये उनके साथ लाइव कांटेक्ट में रहा है सभी जगहों पर. तो ये बहुत सारे एंगल्स हैं, बहुत सारी इसकी अभी बातें आ रही हैं. हम उसका बिल्कुल निष्पक्ष तौर पर जांच कर रहे हैं.
Let me now bring in Manjeet Sehgal, who had been reporting about the violence also in Haryana. Manjeet, the Haryana government cannot get away. Anil Vij is also the Home Minister. It was his responsibility to ensure that the resources were put in place, that these riots never took place. And now they are blaming the Congress MLA, however. They say Mamman Khan had instigated and he had visited all these spots. What is leading Anil Vij to say and put this on the Congress MLA? Manjeet.
Well, Pooja, the monsoon session of the Haryana Assembly concluded yesterday, and during this session, this issue rocked the Assembly. The Congress party had demanded an adjournment motion on this issue, but the state government shied away from discussing this issue, saying that the matter was sub judice and it was being heard in the Punjab and Haryana High Court, but the opposition maintained that only a part of the case, that is the demolitions ordered by the Haryana government, were being heard by the Haryana court, and the other issues like the failure of the state's security wing, the CID, and the other things, and the lapses in the security can be discussed. So this issue rocked in the assembly. But as far as the case against Mamman Khan and his summoning by the police is concerned, the questioning of over 200 supporters of Mamman Khan has established that he had some connection with this violence. The Home Ministry is also confirming to it.
Stay on. So there is, of course, the Assembly session, and that's where we are expecting fireworks as well. But it was in the Assembly, in the Haryana Assembly, where he had made some scathing comments. He's allegedly been blamed for instigating a lot of rioters, and that, according to the Home Minister, he also visited the spots. Let's just dip in to what he had said even in the Assembly that had led to a huge furor.
आप बैठ जाइए, डर जा तू जरा जी बैठो, बैठ जा, इतना बड़ा नहीं है अभी तो बैठ जा. अब ये मोनू मानेसर दिखाता है, कहीं अमित शाह के साथ फोटो खिंचवा रहा है, कहीं अरुण जेटली के साथ फोटो खिंचवा रहा है. क्या डराना चाहता है ये मेवातियों को कि मैं इतना बड़ा आदमी हूँ? अब के मंत्री याद रखना, ये मेवात गए, इसकी प्यास सी ना फोड़ी तो मेवात के हमसे कौन कहेगा? इसने बहुत आतंक उठा लिया मेवात में, 3 लड़कों की हमारी जान ले ली है इसने. भाई डर जा रे, जब बोलिए क्या होगा भी मेरा. ये किस आधार पर हथियार दे रखे हैं आप लोगों ने? क्या मुसलमानों को मारने के लिए दे रखे हैं आपने ये?
Let's get in then some BJP reactions on this as well. Joining me on the phone line is Sardar R.P. Singh of the BJP. Mr. R.P. Singh, how can the BJP government get away? It was their responsibility to ensure riots never take place. Now it appears they are just pinning the blame on a Congress MLA.
Well, there's an investigation going on and he must join the investigation. If he tried to avoid or duck the investigation, then it means he is involved. I mean, it will be presumed he is involved. Why is not joining the investigation if it's been called for? And then all his speeches and all his conduct and other evidences that come in the investigation indicates toward him that he was the one involved, which indicates that it was the Congress pre-planned game, and they did it. So let him be part of the investigation. And
BJP government, Mr. R.P. Singh, believed that it was Congress MLA Mamman Khan who's responsible for the violence.
well, there are indications toward that. He has to join the investigation and let the truth come out. If he tried to it will further strengthen that yes, he although there are a lot of indicators that he is involved.
So, your party is not deflecting blame? Your party is not deflecting responsibility that it was the BJP in the government that should have controlled the violence and used all resources?
Well, if there are leaders from the opposition and from the Congress party who try to do things, then obviously there is some problem. But yes, now since the investigation is on, we will come to know who are the real culprits, and everyone will be booked and sent behind the bar. And I don't understand why he's running away from the investigation. It's very basic. He should participate in the investigation and let the truth come out. Why is he trying to deflect, or is he above the law? Is Congress party MLAs or leaders above the law?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And whether it's from Congress or the BJP, if they have been involved in any form of instigation in trying to get violence on the streets, each of them needs to be punished. Remember that 6 lives were lost in this case. I want to thank R.P. Singh for the latest on this. This is BJP's view. They say investigation is on and he needs to join in that. But of course, the bigger question will be, was there intelligence input earlier itself that the government ignored?